Welcome back to another action-packed episode of Vintage Vinyl down here in the basement with my buddy Tom Heiser. I'm Jeffrey Lee Puckett. This is the show where we talk about old timers, classic rock and pop.
Oh, I gotta crack the fingers this week.
You do air piano this week?
Oh, I'm doing air piano this week.
And why?
I'm putting the guitar down because it is.
You know, I'm still standing still and everything. Looking like a good sonata, feeling like a little kid.
Sir Elton John is making his first appearance in the basement.
Yep.
So air piano. Well, how many times has that been done? But it is time that we talk about one of the greatest live performers of all time. Just a great musician, but just an unbelievable performer. I've said this to JLP that I absolutely regret the last time that I could have seen him and did not.
Yep.
And you told me that it was a fantastic show.
It was unbelievable. And even Elton, this was when he was at the Yum Center a couple years ago. Even Elton, at the end of that tour, he said, that show in Louisville was the best show we've done in 2 years.
And when you see his performances through the years, it is just one great live. I mean, there is really no kind of parsing between the live performances and the studio performances. They're all fantastic.
Yeah. He got a lot of attention for the big glasses and the boas and the crazy outfits,
which I forgot
the duck
today.
outfit and all that stuff.
I had that, but
But the fact is,
sure.
He's an incredible musician. He's an incredible singer.
Yes.
And quite interesting partnership with Bernie Taupin. We'll talk about that a little bit later.
Sure, we will.
So let's start off your bottom five.
Bottom five, I'm going number 10, just a fun song. I'm not going to say it's his best, but it's one of my fun songs of Honky Cat. I love that. I think it's got that honky-tonk sound that I like. Number 9 for deep in the playlist, but this is just a beautiful ballad, Mona Lisa and Mad Hatters.
I love that song.
I do too. I think it's, of all the great ballads, you can say, oh, his ballad, but this one really stands out for me. Number 8, The Power of Take Me to Pilot. Love it. Number 7, the great journey of Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. It's just such a long, beautiful song. Can't leave it off my list, although I've left an awful lot off this list, but I had to keep that one. Number 6, Daniel. I just think there's something about, about the refrain of that song, heading for Spain. Oh. Maybe I should go back to the air piano. I'm not gonna be able to pull this one off. Probably not. But Daniel. So that's my 10 through 6.
We do. We have several songs cross over our list.
I think we will, and that'll be interesting given the breadth of his catalog.
Mine kicks off with a Mellow, which is a Honky Chateau song. I believe it's right after Honky Cat on that album. I'm not even sure why this is on my list. I just enjoy it.
Okay.
And Mona Lisa, Mad Hatters, both at number 9.
That's interesting.
Take Me to the Pilot. Same number on mine. And I honestly did not even look at your bottom 5 before I made my list.
We usually do.
And we have the same 8 and 9. That's weird. Number 7 is the leadoff track to Goodbye Yellow Brick Road. Funeral for a Friend, Love Lies Bleeding. That was what Elton started the Louisville show with when he was here. He came out just hammering on that piano, and they did an extended version where he went off on some pyrotechnical piano solo at the end. And the place, he started the show with like a 10-minute song, and the place just erupted, went crazy. Philadelphia Freedom, number 6 for me.
I am going to say that is the one song I would have never put on my list. I don't know why.
Just don't like it?
It never connected with me. I know it's a very popular live song, and we've had a couple people talk to me about seeing him live, say, oh yeah, he was just terrific when he belted out Philadelphia Freedom. It just never connected with me.
I just associate it with the summer it came out. it was a good summer. I have just very fond memories of that song being on the radio all the time.
And that might be a little bit of a theme as we move forward. You had said earlier that that Elton, more than maybe anybody that we've done, has their sentimental reasons for liking a lot of his songs. So
Yes.
I'll be touching on that also.
Yeah.
So we're moving into the top 5, and I'm kicking it off with Benny, Benny and the Giant. Dun, dun, dun.
Elton's hard to sing, isn't he?
He is, but
Yeah.
he's got electric suit, a mohair suit.
You know I ran it down on back of the lane. Oh, Benny and the Jets.
Yeah.
Oh,
I actually made a
dun.
terrible decision to sing that song at karaoke one
I
night.
was going to ask you,
Yeah.
at any time do these songs show up on a JLP karaoke?
Man, Elton's voice is extremely high. It's way up here, and mine's way down here.
All right.
I'm holding the fire, Bill. All clear.
All right, thanks, Mom.
All right.
I really value the way you look after us. Feel so safe. Did you do your number 5?
I did my number 5. Okay.
My number 5 is Rocket Man.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Well,
My number 5, my top 5 is so good that Rocket Man is only number 5.
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. The touchdown brings me run again to find. I'm not the man that they can at home. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket man.
So your number 5 dovetails perfectly into my number 4.
Which is?
Rocket Man, burning out his fuel up there alone. Now, this needs to be said, which is, as wonderful a song as that is, can it ever really be reproduced like William Shatner?
And I think it's gonna be a long, long time. The touchdown brings me round again to find I'm not the man they think I am at home. Oh, no, no, no. I'm a rocket man. Rocket man, burning out his fuse out here alone.
What I find mysterious about that is Bernie Taupin. When you see the live production of it, it looks like it's some award show. Bernie Taupin introduces
Nice.
William Shatner. So my question is, did he not know in advance
What was about
what
to
was
happen?
about to happen, or did he just not care, or was he inebriated? I don't know.
Well, William's version put all the emphasis on Bernie's lyrics.
Yes, it
so that's
did.
probably why he loved it
Yes,
so
it
much.
did. Mysterious as it was, but no, Rocket Man is just a great lyrical and just great vehicle for Elton John's voice.
And for those of you who might not know, Elton and Bernie were the songwriting partners. And the way it worked was that Bernie would just write all the lyrics up and then give them to Elton, and Elton would write the music, which always fascinated me because generally when you're putting a song together, you have some idea of the of melody and where you want it to go, but this was completely separate acts. And I always wonder if some of those songs show up and Elton was just like, what the hell was Bernie smoking? I mean,
you can say it because the lyrics are so unusual at times.
they are very unusual, and then he somehow crams them all into these unbelievably memorable songs. It's just and speaking of which, Madman Across the Water, my number 4, is a crazy song about a guy who's in a sanitarium and the in-laws are coming to visit him, and and Elton somehow turns it into this almost hypnotic thing.
We'll come again next Thursday afternoon. Dealers hope they'll see you very soon. But is it in your conscience that you're after? Another glimpse of the madman across the water.
And also, their other partner was this guy, Paul Buckmaster, who did the strings. He did all of the strings on those albums. And it's got that really creepy, dun, dun. Did that sound like an orchestra?
Well, it sounded creepy. I don't know if it sounded like it was an orchestra or not, but that's an excellent choice.
That's a sentimental choice. Madman Across the Water was my first Elton album.
Well, you're not going to get any more sentimental than my number 3, which is Crocodile Rock. And I say it's sentimental because I remember when Rock was young, me and Susie had so much fun. My sister Susie and I, the first time I ever saw Elton John was staying up late with her to watch Don Kirshner's rock concert. Huh. And there he was. I remember when Rock was young.
Me and Susie had so much fun, holding hands and spinning stones. Had a local Chevy, had a place of my own, the biggest kick I ever got. Doing a thing called a Crocodile Rock, while the other kids were rocking around the fun. We were rocking and bombing to the Crocodile Rock.
It is the most fun song, I think, that Elton John has produced. Is it a karaoke song? Yeah, I think it certainly fits in that, but it's definitely a sing-along in the car song. Not the best lyrics, but it is the most fun.
I'm glad you had a good story.
Because you don't like Crocodile Rock.
Terrible song.
No, it's not. Look, I'm giving it its due. I'm saying it's not the best. It's a fun song.
It's in your top 5. But I can see why.
You just can't see still.
You had a nice bonding moment with your sister.
My older sister, I'm staying up to watch. Don Kirshner. I was never allowed to stay up that late.
Okay. All right, we'll give you a hall pass.
Crocodile Rock.
Give you a hall pass.
Okay. All right.
Not going to give you a hall pass in this instance because I notice that Tiny Dancer is not on your list.
I'm never a big fan.
How is that possible?
Oh, be glad.
Tiny Dancer and the lesser-known Tony Danza version, Hold Me Closer, Tony Danza, is one of the ultimate rock ballads of all time.
Oh, how it feels so real, lying here with no one near, only you, and you can hear me when I say softly, slowly, hold me closer, tiny dancer.
To me, if there is such a term, it's a little too ballady. If there is such a description, the headlights on the highway.
It's beautiful.
I'm not saying it's not. I'm not saying it's not. If I had to pick a number right now, it's probably number 19.
Wow. And yet Crocodile Rock.
And yet Crocodile. Dun, 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 dun. Come on. You're not going to tell my sister that, I guarantee.
Yeah.
Number 2, I'm going with, other than Daniel, and more beautiful than Tiny Dancer, your song.
I don't like that one either.
You don't like that one either. even though my 3-year-old daughter, Hillary, can sing that song. It's a little bit funny. This
that would be charming.
Inside.
That would be charming.
Are you trying? So you're saying you got Tiny Dancer all dressed up?
Yeah.
But but you're not recognizing the beauty of your song.
No,
I hope
it's a
you
little
don't
cheesy.
mind.
Cheesy.
It's cheesy.
Yeah.
If I was a sculptor, but then again, no, or a man who makes potions in a traveling shoe. I know it's not much, but it's the best I can do. My gift is my song, yeah, and this one's for you.
Now you're just trying to pick a fight.
No.
He's just kidding. He's just
It's
trying.
right up there with-
just trying to pick a fight with me, and it's not going to happen.
It's right up there with You Are So Beautiful. Just kind of just stupid.
Which showed up on one of our. Well, hold on a second.
Showed up on one of your lists.
Yes, it did show up on one of my lists. On the love song list, we can rewind the tape. Wow. So you.
Yeah, I don't like it.
Don't like your song. I'm okay.
All right, we've already done Benny and the Jets. That's
Okay,
my number 2.
but still, I mean, why is it on your? I mean, I told you why I love it.
Oh, it's the one verse that you mentioned, the chorus. Got electric boots from
Oh, that's great.
You know, I read it in a magazine.
Yes. Now that's Benny. That's Bernie Taupin.
Yes.
Really kicking out some fantastic.
And just that. Speaking of like songs that just start so great. I mean, get that piano and just like.
Hey kids, shake it loose together. The spotlight's hitting something that's been known to change the weather.
I mean, it gives you goosebumps. I got a little goosebumpy thinking about that.
Well, let's see if this one meets your approval. I'm going at number 1 with Saturday Night's All Right for Fighting.
No, I don't like that one either.
This is all a ruse. I don't believe a word you're telling me.
I can't believe that your top 3 songs for Elton John.
I gotta see my maid to tell me when the boys get here. 7 o'clock.
Wanna get a better full of beer. Oh, man, struggle down a barrel full of monkeys. Go lady, she don't care. But take a look cute and a big little boots. A handful of grease and a hair. Oh, stuck out the corner, your hand on the bed. You had a record just I play. Got a nice song, not for fighting. Get a little action here.
That is it is a really a rock song.
It's better than Crocodile Rock.
It's better than. Okay, I will say it's better. That's why it's number 1 and not number 3. It is one of Elton John's better rock songs, I think.
I don't know why I don't like it. It just seems.
Man's a drug down a butter full of monkeys, and my old lady, she don't care. Sister looks cute in her braces and boots. Handful of grease in her. Whoa, come on.
Those are pretty good words. It's almost like Bernie channeled or Mick Jagger for those lyrics. Those lyrics could have been on Exile on Main Street.
All right, let me see if I can.
It's just a goofy song. It's just goofy. I'm sorry.
Well, let me see if I can tear down your number 1.
Okay, sure. Leave On, the very heart-wrenching story.
Can't do it. It's perfect. I can't do it. Oh yeah, this is all a setup. This is all set. Leave On. Yes, great song.
Okay.
Good choice.
You're right, though. I mean, because I remember you said that you wished you could have found some room.
I really wish I could have. Leave On. I'll say it's 11 or 10A.
Okay.
He was born a pauper to a pawn on a Christmas day when the New York Times said God is dead and the war's begun. Oh, how fantastic a have son today. And it shall believe on, and it shall be a good man, and it shall believe on, and tradition with the family plan, and it shall believe on, and it shall be a good man. He shall believe on.
You know, for lack of a better, but yes, I'm glad it's on the list.
I feel sort of bad that these are all songs from the 70s. Elton's obviously enjoyed a lengthy career.
Well, we did mention prior to the show that even up till his MTV years of "I'm Still Standing" is not a bad song. I mean, he certainly didn't fall off the cliff a la Rod Stewart.
Yeah. He's still making records,
Yes.
but it's just, there was almost no one better in the 70s
Yes.
as far as putting top 40 hits.
I agree.
You know, they're just great songs, and they're just so catchy.
As are two of the top 5 of mine.
All right, I want to hear all about Crocodile Rock. Go to our Facebook page, CJ Vinyl. I could be totally wrong about
And
it.
hey, all you Don Kirshner people out there, let him know what an experience that was.
I could just be completely wrong.
Jeffrey!
Yeah, Mom, how's that fire?
It's all clear.
Okay.
Good.
We're going to do stop, drop, and roll later this afternoon. Get ready.
That's all she's got? All right, well.
Yeah. She took that safety class. She's just been obsessive.
All right.
All right. Join us next time for another look at a classic artist. Not going to tell you who. It's going to be a surprise. Heiser, take us out, sir.
Oh, wow.